Good morning, Niagara. You're tuned into Car Connection, where the coffee's hot, the tools are ready, and the talk is always tuned up. I'm your host, Niall Motormouth Jenkins, coming to you straight from the Car Connection workshop, where we mix a little humor, a little know-how, and a whole lot of horsepower. Here, it's not just about fixing cars. It's about keeping you rolling and saving you money, giving you the confidence to understand what's under that hood. From the classics to the commuters, the weird noises to the what the heck moments, we've got you covered. So grab your coffee, sit back, join the crew, because this is Car Connection, your Monday through Saturday morning pit stop for stories, smarts, a few good laughs. And I'm Niall Motormouth Jenkins, and we are shifting into drive this morning. It is Fun Friday, where we can let our hair down, relax, double check your order if you're in the queue for the drive-through. It is weekend officially, so you know what happens. The switch starts to turn off. And on some cases, it never went on, if you know what I'm saying. So double check your order. We're going to have a morning swiggy together in just a few moments. We'll prep that up and say thank you to our program partners, because simply without them, this podcast would not be here, and we'd be saying, who are you and what's your, yeah, we're going to bill you for this much this month. I don't think that's going to happen to you. Probably not. No. But thank you for supporting the program, supporting our YouTube channel. Thank you so much, and joining us and following us on the communities that we're involved in. Instagram, Facebook, Stevensvilleontheweb.ca. We are categorized as experts in the automotive field, and you'll find bloopers, reels, and outtakes on all three of those platforms, social media. That's all in the top right-hand corner of the homepage of Car Connection Business Network.com. So we keep it super simple for you so you can connect and follow if you'd like, and be part of our online community and stay in touch and follow the builds and repair work that we do on a continuous basis each and every week, teaching you the 5 things. So yes, this is talk radio on podcast, and you can find us on all the platforms, Apple, Amazon, Podbean, Spotify, wherever you're pulling your podcasts from. Just type in Car Connection Workshop, and we have all the links for you right in the top right-hand corner of our homepage of our website. So it's just point, click, and those links will instantly populate for you. So we have almost 500 proponents, things, items, stuff on our YouTube channel for you to learn all the incidentals and fundamentals and basics of vehicle ownership. That's the purpose of the YouTube channel. Have some fun with you, do a little yakking as it be, and explain things out in detail so that you get a full understanding of what's going on. And even our very own Skippy, our videographer, is now really getting into the videos and learning a lot. And she said, I have learned so much. And she's asking questions. And I think that's exactly what we all need to do, is to get a better understanding of those things that, 1, we don't like to talk about because they're uncomfortable. 2, the things that are going to cost you money. And 3, you don't have any, so that's something to talk about as well. We don't like to talk about those things. And you know what? It's so helpful when you get things out in the open, when you put light on the darkness, when you apply love to the hatred. It all goes away. It's simple. And cars are exactly the same thing. It's a love-hate relationship for a lot of people, because they think that cars are maintenance-free, but they're a piece of machinery. And, you know, I was out at the farm yesterday with my good friend Charlie, and we were working on a few things and having coffee and a natter, which we don't get very often. And, you know, he has a ton of equipment, and it all needs stuff. It all needs repair work. He's a cash cropper, and your equipment has to be ready to go. It can't be, we need to plant now. It's sunny out and it's dry, and the seed drill is busted. Oh yeah, we put it away broken last time. Yeah, that's right. Now we got to fix it. So how much time are you going to waste and not get on the field? That's money. Big time. So we need to view our vehicles in the same light. It's not a maintenance-free anything. The moment you have that set of keys, you've taken on the basic fundamentals of vehicle ownership, and that's what we're going to crank into this morning. The emotional side. Yeah, emotional damage. We're going to talk about that this morning. Those kinds of things. So all our program partners are on our homepage. Click and open their profile page and meet them. And thank you to all those of you who are utilizing the products, goods, and services that they provide to you. These are great people that have been a part of Car Connection for many years, many years. We started on the air with a half an hour program in 1996. And maybe some of you that are listening this morning weren't even born then, or were just barely born by 1996. I don't know. That's a long time ago in Bethlehem, I'm telling you. But it seems like just yesterday. So again, top right-hand corner of the homepage or website, carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com. And don't be concerned that you can't write this down. You lost your crayons and the yard bag got used for leaves, and you don't have anything to write any memos on. It's okay, because I put all this information and more automotive tech tips in the description of our YouTube videos and the podcast, so that you know that. I do all of that editing, and I always add extra automotive tech tips into the description. So don't just pass them by, because if you do, you're missing out on a lot of nuggets that I probably haven't even talked about here on the microphone or in our YouTube videos. So you're getting teaching in both areas, podcast and YouTube videos. You're learning 5 things all the time about your automobile: what it is, where it is, how it works, how you broke it, and what you could learn so you don't break it again and end up paying for the same problem over and over and over again, because that's just nuts. That is insanity. So let's say thank you to our good friends, Tony Mielli and Larry Tetro, our certified financial planning professionals, for bringing this podcast to you this morning, and our fun Friday morning swiggy. Are you ready? So if you have questions regarding anything to do with finances, anything to do with estate planning, debt, a mortgage, life insurance, critical illness insurance, and if you're young or old, if you don't have these areas taken care of because they're uncomfortable to talk about, it's time to talk about those things and get things in order. If you have investments at the bank, I'm just going to tell you this: grab your cash and stink and run, because they're not there to help you make money. And you've worked hard for that money. Listen to me carefully. I'm speaking from experience. I've known these guys 20 years. I've seen what they can do to situations where youth may think, and your friends may think, and your circle of peeps, they all have solutions for everybody, but are they working with a certified financial planner? Probably not. You've earned your way and put a portfolio together, and it's at the bank. They're not going to help you with tax planning, because it's not what you make, it's what you get to keep. They don't do tax planning. You're just getting cookie cutter things that can make you a little bit of money on your money. You worked hard for that money. Now get it working hard for you so you can make money and purchase that next vehicle, have the funds to service the vehicle that you presently have, but get that investment money out of the bank and get it into the hands of our certified financial planning professionals, and you just watch what happens in 12 months. You won't stinking believe it. So taking advantage of their knowledge. They don't need you. They don't need any more clients. These guys, I've known them for 20 years, and, they're going to be getting ready to back off in the next few years. So the reason they do what they do is to help that next person get a good start. So an hour and a coffee, that's all you need. Leave your money at home. They're not going to be asking you for anything. This is your discovery meeting. And here's the reason why they're a part of Car Connection and have been for many years. Because I can tell you this, having my own shop for over a decade, a lot of arguments broke out in the waiting room between spouses over how the vehicle was going to get paid for. How are we paying for this? We can't afford this. We don't have any money, and the car's broken. That's why we developed this segment. So I want to make that clear is, money kind of ranks up there like oxygen. You kind of got to have it. Amen? Yeah, everything hinges on it, including the car. And that's why we decided in July of 2007, I spoke to Tony Miele, and I said, Tony, is there something we could do? What do you think? We do a segment. And when we were still on radio, we'd have Tony or Larry on alternately every month to talk about these things that we don't like to talk about, but money surrounds the cars. That's right. Money surrounds the cars in the driveway, period. If you don't have it, car no go. That's what the name Nova means. Car no go. Isn't that interesting? Check that out sometime. Google the names of vehicles and then see what it means. It's interesting. Very, very. All right, on 3, 2, 1. I know that was a bit of an introduction, but, money is always the issue, the biggest issue around the automobile. And especially when that service light comes on, instant panic kicks in. Is this thing going to blow up? What's this going to cost? What's going on? Do I got to get another car? The mind just begins racing, and we're going to talk about that this morning. So on 3, 2, 1, thank you, Tony and Larry, for being there for us and answering our questions when it comes to finances, everything finances. And just one little tidbit, folks. If you have a checkbook and a bank account, you don't have an estate plan, you have kids at home, I honestly don't know how you sleep at night. I really don't. If you have kids at home that are 18 years of age and you're not their health proxy, heaven forbid something happens to them, they get in an accident or something, you are not able to direct the physicians for treatment for that 18-year-old. And it doesn't matter if you cry, scream, and say, I didn't know. It's the law. So if you're not their health proxy, and that's an American term, I don't know what they call it in Canada anymore, but you need to get that taken care of. So I just want to throw that out there because, 9 out of 10 families that I'm talking to right now on this podcast do not have a plan of any kind. Life insurance, estate plan whatsoever, nothing. You have zero going. And I think most of the time it's because if you ignore it, it'll go away, and it doesn't. It's just like a service light on a car. Ignore it, it goes away. No, it doesn't. Sorry. No, it doesn't. A piece of tape and a business card and your favorite pooch or whatever over that service light, and that car is still telling you I got a problem. So let's move on. 3, 2, 1. You ready? 3, 2, 1. It's Swiggy time. I don't know about you. I was so ready for that this morning. I think I was dreaming about it all night. It was worth the silence. Perfect. There you go. That was a yakless segment right there. I can see it on my screen. Totally yakless. Let's jump into our Friday weather heading into the weekend. Got stuff planned for the weekend? What are you going to do? What are you going to do if they come for you? I've heard that somewhere. Okay, 61 degrees right now, mostly sunny. Wind is making it feel a whole lot cooler, about 59. This is in the Niagara region. I don't know where you're located, but hopefully you'll have a happy sunny day today. We're on the south shores of Lake Erie here with the Car Connection Studios. in the Niagara region, the Golden Horseshoe. Cloudy conditions from 6 a.m. till 7 a.m. with partly cloudy conditions expected at 7 a.m. Today's temperature range from 59 to 72, and it's going to feel more like 59 to 68. So a little on the chilly side. But it looks like we're going to tap out today at 72 degrees. On the rainometer, the RAIN is a little greater than 0.05 of an inch, is what they're saying. Greater than, not less than. Yeah, remember those symbols from, what was that, math? That was math class. Greater than and less than. It's like, can't we just say that? Please? It's like acronyms. I got a book that's like 250 pages. It's all automotive acronyms. It is enough to put your brain into Chernobyl meltdown. It's like, how the stink am I supposed to remember 250 pages of automotive-related acronyms? Can't we just say it? Please? Jeepers. As people, all we ever do, and this is truthful in every category, pick the category. We turn shrubs into trees. And we're going to be talking about that this morning. It's a fun Friday, and some things that kind of dropped out of my melon into my heart to share. I thought, yeah, let's talk about that stuff. The emotional side of owning and operating an automobile. Because I think back, I can't think about one single person that I fixed their car that they were so excited about spending money on their car. But if you said, hey, I got 2 front row tickets, VIP tickets to the upcoming concert, boom, you're there. Like you'll crawl over broken glass, across hot coals to get those 2 tickets, and you'll be excited and not even ask how much the tickets are. You're going. But I can tell you, not one person can I think of that lost it over bringing their vehicle in, so excited to get it serviced. Isn't that something? That's 44 plus years. Not one time has someone said, oh, I'm so glad to be here with my car. Oh, I'm really looking forward to having you go over it and give me a bill, an invoice. Nope, never had that happen. Never, not one time. Not one time. I should say, though, but a totally different category of fellas and fellettes that have vintage muscle cars and historic vehicles, and they can't work on them anymore, and they bring them to me at nighttime, and I had a special location inside the shop where I had a curtain, and it was a single service bay. I had another toolbox there, and I would work on one of the fellas from the cruise club. I think they were called the Cruisers, if I remember right. Something Cruisers. As they get older, they still love their hot rod, but they can't work on it, and they need to trust somebody. And my name got passed around, and the team would know that I fixed their car as it was born. I had special materials and stuff. It was a huge story, but we would sneak it in at night and get it in behind the curtain, and that was an unavailable spot for customers to see because we didn't want, what the eyes don't see, the heart don't want. So we'd hide the cars behind the curtain, and I would work on them there. And they'd be happy. This is where I'm going. They'd be so happy that the work is getting done on their baby and with someone they could trust to do the work the way it should be done, the way the vehicle was born, and get it back to them without any scratches, dings, dents, or troubles. Those people were excited to spend money on their baby, but their everyday driver, for most, not so much. Not so much. So thank you to Earl Louise Grant for bringing the daily weather to us on Fun Friday, and for also providing us with low mileage quality vehicles and an amazing vehicle purchasing experience, buying with confidence and being treated with nothing less than honesty, integrity, and having an automobile that, is not somebody else's discarded piece of junk. They don't push, pull, and drag stuff in and put lipstick on a pig and the skunk in a mink coat. Nope, that's how they've earned Greater Toronto Area's premier pre-owned auto store. So anyone you know that's in the market for a vehicle, if it takes you 90 minutes to get there, wouldn't it be worth it knowing that you're buying from people that stand for nothing less than honesty and integrity and are providing you with an amazing pre-owned vehicle? Wouldn't it be worth it to not have that wonderment? Where's this vehicle been? Has it ever been taken care of? Is it going to be a problem child? Yeah. I have driven 2.5 hours. Yeah, I drove actually longer than that, almost 4 hours to get to the 2007 FJ Cruiser back in 2013. Because everything else I drove to look at was junk. Was not worth the price that they were asking. They had obviously not loved it. They unloved it. And still was thinking it's worth a lot of money. No, it was not. So it was worth the wait, about a year. And it was my producer at ESPN at the time. We were on the sports network for 12 and a half years with Car Connection. And after the show, Matt says to me, I found your truck. And I go, where? He goes, some place called Wolf Island. What? No way. Said it was true. While I was on the air doing the show, he was working up a car deal. He says, I've emailed the lady. She knows you're going to be in touch and that you're serious about it. And it's one owner. He says, it was our Canadian Thanksgiving at the time. She's expecting to hear from you. And lo and behold, that was the vehicle for us. And it all worked out. So, you know what? It is worth doing the miles to get to making that vehicle purchase and know that you're in good shape, that you're not taking home somebody else's problem. So let's jump in to Fun Friday's topic. And it is officially Fun Friday, but it's an exceptional Fun Friday for me. And maybe for you too. I would never have believed that we would have 201 episodes of the Car Connection Workshop in the bank. And today is officially Season 3, Episode 201. And all those podcasts are on our YouTube channel. So YouTube channel link, again, is top right-hand corner of the homepage of our website. Point, click, you're there. And that's where our merch store is. A lot of people asking about merch, and yes, there is merch in our merch store, and you can purchase safely online. That's all there for you, put together by the team at Freedom Expressions. And we're going to be adding some more products to our store. Everything you purchase there, all the profits go back to Total Freedom Addiction Campuses, Canada and USA. Stand with Skippy and I and the crew to help to get them there to the nearest addiction campus. And let's together we can make a difference and change a life. Well, I have Fun Fridays, 5 things to ponder for you. You got your crayons ready? Great. So today's podcast brought to you by the Greenwell family, Next Generation at Niagara Block, 5000 Montrose Road, Niagara Falls. They've been busy building Canada since 1931. Kathy and David and Dan, great team. Kathy and David are husband and wife. Dan is David's brother. And I'll tell you, these people can help you. If you're looking to put together a building, you need blocks, you need metal, you need all that stuff. They can get that going. If you're looking to create a beautiful landscape, that beautiful oasis you've been dreaming of, your backyard, creating that backyard space that you can enjoy with family and friends, they have everything you need, including a list of contractors. Kathy has that, so check in with Kathy Grimo and let her know you need a contractor ASAP to get on the job site and put together an estimate and all the details to bring that dream of having that beautiful backyard space to entertain and just relax with family and friends, to get that started and get it done and enjoy it this summer. So thank you to Niagara Block, building Canada since 1931 in Niagara Falls. So number one this morning is don't sweat the small stuff. When it comes to owning an automobile, there's always going to be this little thing, that little thing, and if there isn't, then, do a happy dance on the front lawn of your house in your garments. You know what I'm talking about. Do a super duper happy dance, because you must be living right. Because I can speak for myself. There's always a something with something that needs to be taken care of. Like right now, this afternoon I should have that almost ready to put it back together. And now I got to go over to the U-Pull-It yard to find some pieces that whoever was in there, the car before me, doing whatever, broke a lot of stuff in behind the dash, and I can't fix it. It's plastic. So I got to go, in order for me to put the car back together properly, I need to replace those pieces that are totally, they're useless. They're broken to the point where they're useless. And if you want to hear squeaks and rattles for the rest of your life when you're driving that car, then I can make that happen for you. But that's a job that I didn't see coming. And that happens to me, it happens to you, it happens to all of us. Vehicles are problematic. I don't care what brand, what flavor you're driving, they all have problems. They all have their own problematic issues that manufacturers, some of them sometimes make correction, and others just wallow in their own muck. That's what they do. They expect us to pay high price for junk. And that's when I say, you know what? Vote with your wallet, folks. If you're sick and tired of the flavor you're driving, go try something else. Yeah, there's lots of problems out there right now, and we're not going to focus on that because they know, the manufacturers know what they've been doing since like 1992, and now guess what? The cauldron has boiled over, and the curtain has dropped, and now you can see the strings on the puppets. And now you get to really see what they've been doing to the consumer. And you know what? As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. That's it. Period. So let's move on. So don't sweat the small stuff. And don't ignore it either. Stay on top of your piece of machinery. And you know what? It's going to perform very, very well for you. And it's going to release a lot of dolphins. Exactly. Endorphins. Good ones. Dolphins. And that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. We want to stay on the sunny side of the street, not on the dark and rainy and thundering lightning side. Is you're just get used to it. That they're pieces of equipment that are always going to need a little something all the time. It's that simple. But if you're the type of person that, you know what, you just drive it in the ground, then this podcast is definitely not for you. If you're not wanting to learn how to take better care of your automobile, save time, money, and a few bloody knuckles, then this podcast and our YouTube channel will not work for you. If you don't want to hear me yakking and talking on talk radio and talk YouTube, then they're probably not for you. But for the individual that goes, you know what, I really need to learn some stuff, it might help me. You're in the right place, because I'm not here to sell you anything. So you're not smelling what I'm selling. I'm helping you and sharing 44 years of experience on how you can lessen the stress and own an automobile no matter what age it is, and keep that sucker going and put money back in your pocket at the same time. And that money is then now there to take care of that small stuff. This little thing, that little thing. Just keep the vehicle up. That's the biggest thing. Once you let all those little things, well, I'll just leave it go for now. That's going to be $25 for that, $30 for this. That's when, you know what happens? You have just gotten on the slippery slope going backwards. And that will take you into a car payment. Exactly. Because here's what I know. 44 years in the service bay, and now I have my own personal service bays here for YouTube. I'm always seeing the same problems with vehicles every single time. So where's the problem? It's you. The problem is you. You put off the inevitable. That you're simply either one of two things. Fix it or finish it. There's your answer. Fix it or finish it. And what do I mean by that? Well, you're either going to need to suck it up, buttercup, and really look at your vehicle and go, could I afford to replace that tomorrow? That's the question for all of you. Could we afford, honey, to replace our vehicles tomorrow? Yes or no? It is only a yes or no answer. And if the answer is, we're freaking broke, if you haven't looked lately, sweetheart, like we are broke, like we're on the edge of the equator of nothingness, then guess what? You better stop eating out and entertain more at home, cut some expenses, really take a hard look at where money is being spent that could be drawn back into your home. That's why I shut my TV off. It was February 2009. I'm looking at the stinking bill and going, $365 for that crap? I'm done. I'm giving myself a $365 raise as of tomorrow morning. And I shut it all off. I even got rid of my TV set. I'm going, I am not trading time for money and working my hiney off to pay for this garbage at $365 a month. Want to scare yourself? Get a calculator and times that by 12. Take a look at all your expenses. What's coming in, what's going out. And seriously look at where you can cut expenditures quickly. Yeah, you can do slow and painful or fast and painful. I would suggest do it fast and painful. So the question is again, could you afford and finance replacing your vehicle tomorrow? Yes or no? So don't sweat the small stuff. If it needs something, then you better do it. Just get it done. You know, I'm in the same boat. I don't like it. But you know what? My answer is no, I can't afford to replace it. That's my answer right away. I don't even need to hesitate. No, I can't. I look at the price tags out there. No way. I'm not doing it. I don't need to. I'll just keep them going. And when they need something, they need something. Stay ahead of the maintenance. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's a piece of equipment. So let's move on to number 2. Because, yeah, this isn't Temu or the shopping channel. And it is all small stuff, folks. You know, the driver's side window stops working. Dang, that's the freaking, that's the takeout window. That's the drive-through window. That's the in the queue to get my morning fix window. Get it fixed. Get it fixed. Circumvent some money from something else that you don't need. Yeah, I'll tell you what, when you get thrown into a circumstance where you got to come up with coin, and I've been living it since COVID. Yeah, everything was fine until that stupidity happened. And I don't have anything nice to say about the whole darn thing because I have a book on my desk there that talks about it being created since 1959 with facts, all kinds of facts. This thing cost people, some of my friends, 35 years in business, gone. And we came out the other side not looking good, but, you know, things are tight, tighter than a duck's butt. So I know. I'm talking from experience. You got to find the money to keep that car going to earn a living till things get better. It's that simple. You need to take a look at what's coming in and what you really, 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 really don't need and get tough with it. Write it down. Sit down, have a meeting with your spouse, and you go, there's wishes, there's wants, and there's needs, and there's gots. You only need essentials right now, and I recommend that to everyone. You only need essentials. The car is an essential. So you need to keep it going. If your answer to no, we can't replace it, honey, tomorrow, guess what? That's the best car in the driveway. That's the only one you can afford right now. So keep it going as long as you can. So it's all small stuff, folks. You got to laugh it off. You really do. Because I can get wound up tighter than a coil spring. Can you tell? Yeah, that's without coffee. And you just got to laugh. You got to laugh it off and just go, you know what? We need the car. And we got to keep it going. And you got to go. You got to come to the reality check is, no, we can't afford to replace it. So guess what? That's your honey right there in the driveway. That's your honey that helps you make the money. Number 3, all things need maintenance. It doesn't matter. I'm sitting in my studio chair, and if I rotate 360 degrees, I'm sure I can find things that need attention. Because you know what? I used to clean homes. I really enjoyed it, actually. I found it therapeutic for me, cleaning somebody else's home. And I had a bunch of customers, and the ladies were fabulous. They were older, and they didn't want to do it, and I didn't mind. And I made good money doing it, and I found it was therapeutic for me. But, you know, everything about your home needs cleaning all the time, right? Exactly. It needs maintenance all the time, right? That's what I'm talking about. Everything needs maintenance. Whatever you put your hands to, it needs some form of maintenance. Fixing it, repairing it, maintaining it, or cleaning it. It's the circle of stuff. That's what I call it. And I'm waiting to meet that person that says they do not have a honey-do list. Because I want to shake their hand. I really do. Because that would be like finding the 5-minute repair job in the service department. I haven't found a 5-minute job yet. When somebody comes in and goes, "Oh, can you come and take a look? I've got a 5-minute job for you." And I'd get my hands all cleaned up and go, "I'm excited." What for? Well, I've never seen a 5-minute job yet. This could be it. This could be the moment. And it wouldn't be the 5-minute job. Yeah. Like the last time my pops phoned me, he said, "I've got a job for you to do. Can you change the battery in my car? Won't take you more than 5 minutes." I said, "Get over here right now." 90 minutes later, because the battery wasn't correct and I had to redirect wiring and fix a bracket, it turned into 91 minutes to be exact to change that car battery. So all things need maintenance, and especially yard equipment. That's a full-time tinkering job. I'm telling you, you got to have the patience of Job to handle working on lawn and garden stuff. It's a lot of tinkering. And it's no wonder someone, one time I saw my neighbor. I hear the weed whacker running, and he had a really bad temper. 0 to nuclear holocaust. It was bad. Really bad. Husband and wife. All of a sudden, I see this weed whacker go flying. And when I say flying, it was in flight. I think NASA probably saw it. And that thing sat at the end of the yard, I don't know for how many weeks. And I don't know what happened. I didn't ask. He blew a gasket. And that thing took flight. And it sat there for about 2 or 3 weeks at the end of the yard. It was over. So things need maintenance. Number 4. Yes, including ourselves. Amen to that one, right? We all need some maintenance of some kind. Mind, soul, body, etc. So we don't escape it either. And can we replace us? Yes or no? Pretty much no. Some people might say, you really should consider. Yeah, perhaps. Hey, thanks for being a friend. I've heard that somewhere before. Number 5, routines are good, and they're good things to practice, and especially with the automobile. And the reason I say that is when you start letting stuff slide on that automobile, this thing, that thing, the other thing, the list gets longer, and that's when the invoice gets bigger. So get into a good, solid routine of taking very good care of that automobile. I don't care how old it is. As long as it's structurally sound, everything can be fixed, replaced, maintained, and keep it going. Because that's a moneymaker for you. Mileage means nothing. Maintenance does. And that goes for everything around us. Time means nothing. Maintenance does. How long something lasts will always be decided by a human being. Just take a look around you. When you don't want to take care of something, then that means you need to begin to put the money aside to buy the next one. And then as soon as you get that one, you should already be planning to buy the next one, because you don't have a routine for maintenance. It's called routine maintenance. And when you apply that to self and everything that you've worked hard for and are working hard for today, heading out for the Friday shift, that's trading time for money. How are you spending that money? This is a time where we need to take a really good look at what's really important. What's really, really important, and apply routine maintenance to those areas, whatever it is. Be it the car, be it the family, be it finances, friendships, whatever it is. It's a time to reflect and really get tough on what is really required right now and what needs routine maintenance to get through to the other side. So stop turning shrubs into trees and lighten up and laugh, because oopsies happen. It's that simple. I laugh at myself every single day. And I'll even say, you know what, fella? That was a really dumbass thing you just did there. And I'll go like, yep, absolutely. Mistakes made while you wait. That's me. I'm not perfect. I don't walk on water. I'm not a big shot. I'm just a little shot that just keeps shooting. And I'm here and I'm available to you 24/7 through our YouTube channel. Leave a comment, like, share, follow, do all those things for us to get us to our very first 1,000 subscribers. We're halfway now, and Skippy and I, we have worked like dogs to get here, and there's so much more we could do. We just need some of that folding stuff to help us get there. You know what I'm saying? So thank you so much to all of you who have subscribed to our YouTube channel and to our podcast, because those little things that you don't get an invoice for matter at this side of the microphone and the video camera. So thank you so much to each and every one of you who care enough to keep the programs running. So we do have a donation page now set up. It's buymeacoffee.com/Motormouth, Nile. That's how you spell my name, Nile, just like the river. So all that is available to you all the time, along with all the other details and automotive tech tips I place strategically on purpose in the descriptions. So have yourself a wonderful weekend. Remember, by noon today, if you have a car question, you can contact me anytime. My emails are in the description box. Niall@ccbusnet.com, motormouth.jenkins@gmail.com. They're available to you Saturday. That's tomorrow morning. We're into the weekend edition of the Car Connection Workshop, and that's our Q&A, questions and answers for 1 hour. I pull out 3 questions from all of you who send me and email me a question by noon on Fun Fridays. That's the rule. By noon, get your question in, and I'll be putting together the Saturday program following this one and getting the questions ready, because I can only break out 3 questions in 1 hour and make sure I do justice to fully answering and covering the questions that you ask. And I don't give you a fluffy answer, a 30-second answer. I break it out so that you fully understand it, because Car Connection is all about learning. That's what it is. It's all about learning and some stupid things and laughing and having a good time at the same time. So that's what we're all about. I've been carving this lane out for many years now, and now we have more ways for you to watch, listen, and engage. So come and join us for Q&A Saturday, tomorrow morning, for the Motormouth Morning Drive at 8 a.m. Make it a great day. You've made it to the weekend. Drive safe. Keep an eye on the roadway, and drop back on that speed limit a little bit, would you? Your speed limit. Yeah, I saw an accident on YouTube the other day. It was on CP24, and I just couldn't. I wasn't shocked and awed. I'm just surprised that there aren't more accidents like that. And there were fatalities. I mean, you take a look at what was left of the vehicles. Nobody's walking out of there. Yeah. Slow down, folks. It's time to slow down out there on the roadways, because when poo-poo happens, you may not walk away from it. And it's too late to change it. It's too late to fix it. So it all starts with each and every one of us, is don't push the limit. Because what happens when you disrespect the machine? It will bite you. So keep smiling, happy, healthy motoring, peace, patience, and kindness always, and we'll see you in the next one.